You know, we all typically understand that people are different and they react and experience things differently from the next guy. In the heat of the moment, though, it's not something that's easy for us to keep in mind, apparently. I have a friend. Her grandmother died. Her grandmother was more like a mother to her, right? Her friends weren't very supportive. They didn't understand her grief. They didn't understand her freak out, right? It was devastating for her on top of another devastation to not have that support, right? Fast forward a few years, and she's going through another monumentally fucking fucked time in her life. And we have kind of a tripod friendship. She requests our third friend back off. Our friend did not get that. She wanted to be a friend to her. This isn't about you. It's about me, she was told. And so she respected that. It was very hard for her, but that's what friends do, right? So same friend gets mad at me because I go to Facebook instead of one-on-one. She was hurt, right? When we're mad at people, it's because we're hurt. Fufa, my little foofy. When she's mad, when people are mad at you, it's usually like they give a fuck and you hurt them, right? And I get that, but fast forward a few months, and my grandmother, who is also more like a mother to me, died. I barely hear from this person. My point here is not to throw this person under the bus, although shame on you, hypocrite. But even people that get it don't get it. People struggle to understand perhaps my perspective on things because I do still have a mother, and whatever the fuck it is. So let's stick to on paper. On paper, my grandmother, my mom's mom, okay? My grandmother dies. My mother's mother fucking dies. My aunt doesn't feel the need to tell my mother their mother died. I mean, that is so fucking goddamn cold, okay? For the sake of my own well-being, I wasn't talking to my grandmother. My mother was in communication with her. My grandmother was really fucked up, and because I wasn't talking to her, she was talking to my mom. She wanted dirt. She wanted gossip. If I had been talking to my grandmother, she wouldn't have been in communication with my mother. That's fucked up, and that's the goddamn dynamic that my family had, and it sucks, you know? But regardless, it's not as if my mother had been MIA for a very long time, right? It's just, it's so fucked up, it's so cold. Most people, whereas they might struggle to understand where I'm coming from, my perspective of it, they do typically get that when your mother dies, your mother, even if you don't have a strong relationship, it's your mom. So it fucks you up. You're connected. You give a fuck about this person, sure. Clearly my aunt's not one of those people, and I think that, in my opinion, it speaks volumes of the lack of respect she had for her own relationship with her mother, because she's not able to say, wow, it's really fucked up. I mean, come on, you know? Clearly she doesn't think very highly of motherhood, in my opinion, or again, she would respect the sanctity of that bond, but she doesn't. Just saying.